You've reviewed your grammar, learned new vocabulary, and done more practice questions than you can even count. But it's the day before your PTE exam and you feel yourself getting a little stressed out and anxious. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to handle stress so you can concentrate and get the best score possible. Hi, I'm Sharon, and I'm a PTE trainer here at Benchmark Education Solutions. It's totally normal to be stressed and anxious about things that are unknown and situations that demand you do your best, and the PTE academic exam is no exception. But rather than be stressed and anxious, I would love to have you be enthusiastic and confident in your ability to succeed. I want you to be hopeful about the future the PTE exam can unlock for you. But how do we change stress into confidence? In today's video, I'm going to give you some tips and strategies that can help you stay calm and approach your test with enthusiasm. First, let's talk about some general tips for the whole exam. First and most important, don't take the PTE without practicing well before test day. Your stress levels will skyrocket if you see the timer counting down the minutes while you're struggling to know what to do. Learn the question types and how the exam is structured. You'll reduce your stress level if you know exactly what comes next and how much time you have to do it. And finally, make sure you're well acquainted with time management for each question type. It's true that some questions are more important than others, if only because they give you more points in proportion to the amount of time you have to spend on them. Knowing how much time to spend on each question type is crucial to your success, and again, this takes preparation. Now let's spend some time talking about each of the different sections and how to de-stress. We'll start with speaking. The number one way to avoid anxiety in the speaking section is to practice a lot before exam day. Knowing the question types and the best ways to answer them will go a long way towards reducing your stress level. Check out our other videos where we go more in depth into the questions and the best ways to answer them. Tip 2 is not to let background noises affect your concentration. Just focus on your own speech. Concentrate so you can think and plan what you're going to say. Keep an eye on the timer for each question so you aren't caught off guard about how much time you have left. Definitely stay alert. Focus on what you're doing right now, but be ready for what comes next. And last, as soon as you've finished recording your answer, immediately click the Next button. This will avoid recording unnecessary background noise that could confuse the computer scoring system. And it keeps you in control of the timer, which will increase your confidence levels. Now let's talk about some tips for the writing section. Again, you want to manage your time well in summarize written text and when you write your essay. If you jot down quick notes to help you organize your thoughts, your writing task can go much more quickly and you won't stress about what to write next. Just follow your notes so you stay calm and focused. Read the question carefully. Take a few moments to compose your thoughts and think about how you want to answer. Don't start typing right away. If you stay calm, you'll be better able to get an idea in your head of what you want to say. Your typing will go quicker and there'll be less need to go back and correct it. If you're able to think, organize, and then type, you'll be able to spare 2 minutes at the end for proofreading. Don't keep writing until the very last minute. This will build up a lot of stress and tension. If you save time to proofread your answer, it can help give you confidence that you did the best you could. You don't want to spend the rest of your test worrying that you could have done better. Another common stressor in the writing section is spelling, and it's true that even one spelling mistake can hurt your score. Here are some tips to help to keep you from stressing so much about spelling when you write your PTE essay. The best tip is to keep it simple and don't attempt anything too complicated. Stick to words you know. However, if you really want to add some more complex words to your essay, learn a few that will work with many essay topics and practice so that using and spelling them becomes easy and natural. For the rest of your essay, stick to words you know and don't attempt any unfamiliar spelling patterns. And I'm going to say it again, proofreading is one of the oldest and best strategies, but for some strange reason, so many students still don't do it. Even professional writers pay proofreaders to check their work, so leave some time at the end to proofread. Try reading it out loud in your head instead of just skimming and scanning for mistakes. It really is worth the time, and it will help you stress less about your spelling. Now let's talk about some specific ways you can de-stress the reading section. You know that reading takes concentration, and even if you're reading in your own language, if you're not paying attention to what you read, you won't remember much of it. The test center can be noisy, and so the first tip is not to let background sounds affect your concentration. For example, other people talking into their microphones or tapping on keyboards. When you practice, try working in a noisy place, like a coffee shop or a shopping area, so you can learn how to block out the background noise. And time management is also important in the reading section. Don't spend more than 2 minutes on each fill-in-the-blank question. And don't spend more than 2 minutes on each reorder paragraph question. The best way to approach the reorder paragraph questions is to focus on finding the first sentence. Then try to understand the meaning of the remaining sentences to organize the paragraph correctly. But still, don't spend more than 2 minutes on each question. And finally, don't worry too much about multiple choice and single answer questions. Be quick in answering them so you can save your time for the questions that will give you more points for the time you have to spend on them. Now let's de-stress the listening section. This section requires excellent time management skills, and this is where practice will really help you. Keep track of the timer because it's easy to lose track of time, and this will cause instant stress and anxiety. Understand which question types are the most important to answer correctly and which ones to spend less time on. Check out our video on managing your time in the listening section. You'll find all the links in the description below. Listening is the section where you have to stay focused and concentrate, even more than the reading section. Don't let anxiety affect your ability to concentrate. You'll only hear the audio recordings once, so a lack of concentration can affect your listening score tremendously. Just take a deep breath and stay calm, take one question at a time, and spend the right amount of time on each question, and you can expect to succeed in the listening section. Sometimes a key trigger for stress is worrying about your equipment, how well it's working, and how well you know how to use it. Let's take a look at this. First, always check your microphone and headset very well. You'll be given time before your test starts to do this. Be sure and take advantage of this and ask for a different headset if you don't think yours is working correctly. Watch our video on how to place your microphone so you can be confident that your recordings are clear and easy to understand. And don't worry about computer issues. If your computer shuts down or shows an error message, don't panic. Just report it to the examiner and they'll take over and fix any problems you have. If you lose time because of technical issues or you're not satisfied with the solution you're giving during your exam, just report the issue to Pearson. In most cases, after your complaint is verified, you'll be given a new testing appointment. I hope these tips help you stay calm and stress-free during your PTE exam. The most important thing I can encourage you to do is to practice and prepare so that you know what to expect on test day. This will help the most to alleviate your anxiety and help you concentrate. Remember that you've worked hard and you've spent a lot of time learning and practicing English. You do have the skills it takes to complete the exam successfully. Give yourself words of encouragement, the way you would encourage a friend. Lean in and tackle this important exam with enthusiasm and the confidence that you'll succeed instead of the fear that you'll fail. Watch our other videos with tips and strategies on how to approach each question type. Visit our website at edubenchmark.com and take some practice tests to help build your confidence. If you're new to our channel, be sure to click the subscribe button and the bell notification so we can bring you more videos like this one. And leave us a comment because we want to connect with you. Above all, stay calm and focused. Believe in yourself and your abilities. You can do this. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.